مصر الجميلة بلون القمح، نهارها سحر وليلها فرح، دي الدنيا في كل عصر، نورتوا بلدكوا في أرض مصر.
في أي مكان أو فين تكون، مصر جميلة تعالى شوف، هتلاقي الطيبة في الوشوش.
Welcome back. Every single day, there is a step forward on the way to COP27, which is going to be hosted by the Raisi Resort of Sharm el-Sheikh here in Egypt. Every single day, there is something which has been done on the ground, and we are continuing on the right path to prepare for this very important convention. One of the events which took place, it was the marathon of Wadi Degla, and Her Excellency Minister of Environment, Dr. Yasmin Fouad, in such a very simple way with a white t-shirt and a white cap, participated with the youth in this marathon. And this was part of spreading awareness regarding climate change and how to be involved into these procedures and to take it as one of the daily practices. Well, we are going to speak in detail about this, but with our dear guest via phone, Mrs. Amira Said, our journalist and environmental expert. A very good morning to you, Mrs. Amira.
Good morning. Good morning.
Regarding this marathon, as the participation of Her Excellency Minister of Environment, Dr. Yasmin Fouad, of course, it added to this marathon, and it was another direct contact between her as a top official and the youth. How do you see this?
Yeah, definitely, as you just mentioned now, as we are getting closer to COP27, we are finding every day that there are many activities that are being held on real grounds in order to protect like the environmental conditions in Egypt and also raise public awareness. Regarding the protectorate in Egypt in particular, there is a great strategy to develop these protectorates. First, to protect them, and the other side is to make the best use of them in terms of holding several activities. This marathon is one of these activities because there are certain misconceptions about protectors that they should be isolated, that they cannot be open for several activities. But the Environment Ministry, it has a broader strategy to expand the activities or the environmentally activities in these protectors. Having this marathon with the participation of the Environment Minister and also youth leaders and youth in general, it helps to enhance the intergenerational dialogue and also create a channel of dialogue between senior officials and youth. Especially now, Egypt also is trying to further promote youth a role in climate action in general and in local activities in particular. So definitely this activity, along with other activities related to the development strategy of Egyptian protectorate, it will have a positive impact, whether in terms of raising public awareness or maximizing the benefits of those protectors.
Yes, and to engage all segments of the society in climate action, as you have kindly mentioned, I think it's one of the very important files which should be on top of the priorities of the state and, of course, particularly on the agenda of the Ministry of Environment. If you agree with me on that, and what are the events which should take place on the ground like that marathon to reach this goal?
Yeah, totally agree with you. Now, all stakeholders, they are being participating and all activities related to climate action. When we are talking about, for example, civil society, now many national initiatives, they are being held in cooperation with civil society. If we are talking about private sector now, there is a great importance of the participation of private sector in climate action and climate finance issues. There are many smart partnerships between public and private sectors. And also regarding women empowerment through climate action, now we have also many initiatives nationwide related to empowering women through climate action. Recently, also the Egyptian government has launched the National Initiative for Smart and Green Projects. This initiative targets all governorates in Egypt, and 18 projects will be selected to be presented in COP27. So on local level, there are many steps that are being taken on real ground to promote climate action at local level. Also, Egypt is keen on also introducing the regional aspect also in climate action, and this is very clear in the recent regional roundtable launched by COP27 presidency. We have a regional roundtable in Africa, in Asia, and in the upcoming period there will be a roundtable in Europe also and in the Middle East ahead of COP27. So now, either on local level or regional level, we are seeing that Egypt is trying to foster more fruitful partnerships and engaging all key stakeholders in climate action.
Amen to that. And well, this marathon was such a wonderful example, as about 100 Egyptian and foreigners participated in it, meaning that it was something which spread all over the world. You know, on social media right now you are going to know that only some images can go from here to the other side of the planet in just seconds. So it's another kind of propaganda or propagating for Egypt's wonderful sides.
Yes, definitely. As I told you, the Environment Ministry has a broader strategy to maximize the benefits of these protectorates with the aim of promoting the environmental tourism. In Egypt, we have 30 natural reserve or protectorates which occupy 14% of the total area of Egypt, and actually the state is giving a top priority for these protectorates. For example, we have Egypt has recently managed to put the protectorate of Ras Mohammed and Wadi El Khitan in the green list of the International Federation for Natural Protection.
Sure.
And also, the Environment Ministry is giving a top priority for environmental tourism in order to promote tourism in general for Egypt. It does not present such protectors as environmental sites, but also as a unique heritage site.
I just wanted to clarify the idea that there is such full coordination among all governmental bodies, all concerned bodies. Here we are speaking about an event which involves sports, tourism and environment. And the coordination among the three ministries can achieve a lot on the ground.
Yes, definitely. It's very important to enhance coordination between the ministries concerned. And also, by the way, we have also seen another green marathon by the Ministry of Youth as well. But here, this marathon targets the natural reserves in Egypt. And actually, now many natural protected or reserves they are under the strategy of developing these reserves, especially in South Sinai and the Red Sea, which seem like increasing number of I think also by launching such activities like this marathon and also the coordination between different ministries, I think that these protectors will witness an increase in the number of visitors from all nationalities. We are not talking about just the Egyptian visitors, but also we are targeting foreign visitors as well. According to the official statement of the Environment Ministry, the year 2021, it witnessed the visit of more than 3 million people for natural reserves. And I think this number is going to increase in the upcoming years.
And with such events, of course, a lot of ideas are going to just show up from investors or startups or new entrepreneurs, because investing in such areas I think it's going to be one of the main goals in the coming years. Egypt has unique nature, a unique geographical location, and with such protectorates or reserves, this is going to be another addition to our tourism map. True?
Yes, definitely. If you are talking about entrepreneurship now, entrepreneurship, the main goal of entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship in general is to find creative solutions for certain problems. And now they are part and parcel of the national economy. If we are talking about the so-called green entrepreneurship, they are also playing a major role in the environmental field. If you are talking about the natural reserve, such entrepreneurs they can play a major role in like increasing the number of activities that can be held in these protectorates. They can also promote environmental tourism. For example, so far there are around 50 activities that can be held within these reserves, like safari, yoga, camping, and I think there are more activities that can be discovered in the upcoming periods. And all these efforts, it can help to promote tourism in general in Egypt. And also the increasing activities inside these protectorates, it helps to attract new nationalities to these protectorates.
Yeah.
I think
Our Mrs. Amira, our youth is they are our real treasure, if I may say so. And you know, while you were talking, I was dreaming of having a one-day trip, for example, for many of the nearby protectorates, let's say so, for the school students, university students. We are about to start our academic year, and if we from now plan for that, this is going to be a way to introduce such wonderful places to the coming generations, because they are going to be the ones who should take of such places, preserve such places, being introduced to them, and to boost development of them, promote them. I mean, for example, also to suggest them even to their friends from outside. How do you see this as an idea for these wonderful places, which we should know about more before, of course, the foreigners?
Yes, already there are many training programs for students who are like interested in certain areas of the study. For example, if we are talking about the discovery of fossils, or so they are taking place in such reserve or protectorates. And actually, there are many training programs that started 5 years ago, as I think, to train students in such kind of natural studies. And these protected, they are open for such training programs. But as I mentioned, there is like a recent momentum regarding climate action in the recent period, as Egypt is going to host a very important event, which is COP27. And I think there will be more, we can say, attention and great interest from young people to be engaged in climate action in general, and such natural reserves in particular. So we hope that there will be more channels for youth to take part in this group.
What about the NGOs, the civil societies? Because, you know, it's not only about the public sector or even the private sector. Altogether, they are doing a great job, but also including the civil societies and NGOs. This is another addition.
Yeah, I just mentioned that Egypt is keen on engaging all these stakeholders in climate action, and definitely we cannot overlook the paramount importance of the role played by civil society. Civil society, we have to reach, we can say, the grassroots. So we have like many local activities, and actually even these activities by the Environment Ministry, we can find that the civil society, whether in South Sinai or in Cairo or the places that have like natural protectors, they are playing a key role. Recently, also, the Environment Ministry has launched an initiative called the Blue Lagoon, also, which targets the protectorates in South Sinai. And we have seen that also the civil society, they are playing a very active role in these activities, definitely.
Well, Mrs. Amira Saeed, journalist and environmental expert, thank you very much for your input, ma'am, and have a very good day. Well, now we are going to live with our ancient civilization with our colleague Dina Yunus. She is going to give us more details and more secrets. And after that, we are going to turn back with more in our breakfast show. So stay tuned.